Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of ACW Newscast. I believe this is the 5th edition of the newscast as I go over the questions that you guys emailed me all week. And plus, we got some news on ACW, including a King of Anime tournament. We'll get to that later. But we're going to get right down to the questions. Excuse me for last week. We didn't have a newscast last week. Busy doing some things, some personal things, so we had to postpone it this week. So, I don't have a lot of time to answer all the questions. I got a lot of questions for this newscast, but I'm not going to answer all of them, but I'm going to answer most of them, okay? So let's get started. Lucas Cantwell from Yahoo.com has 2 questions for me. Who do you think will win the Excel Championship at Animania 2? Well, let's see. You know, Moroku the Monk has had the title since Animania, the first Animania. Haru Glory won the Royale Rumble this year. Moroku the Monk has gotten away with a lot of things. He won that title out of luck, let's be honest. He won that title just because some guy who we still don't know to this day interfered on on Moroku's behalf and defeated Gaara to win that ACW XL title. But I think Haru Glory will be more smarter than that to realize that he'll expect that, and I think Haru Glory will take it home at Animania 2. Who do you think will win the Super Bowl this year? Super Bowl 43. Well, if you guys don't know already, I am a Denver Broncos fan. You got all you haters that can hate, go hate on. But, you know, John Elway is better than you. But the Super Bowl 43, who do I think should win it this year? Well, let's see. The Giants won it this year. The Giants won this year's Super Bowl. So I know you guys might hate me for this, but I could see a Patriots win. Because the Patriots, people expected the Patriots to beat the Giants this year because the Patriots were the guys that were just dominating. They had a almost near-perfect record. They were the bad boys of the NFL. They were supposed to win their 4th Super Bowl win, I believe, 4th, to keep their Patriots dynasty. So I see the Patriots now focusing more on to get that 4th Super Bowl win. So I see them being more harder and stronger, and I think they may take it home, the Patriots. Another team that I could see taking it home, I could see the Chicago Bears taking it home as well. Chicago Bears, in my opinion, have one of the best defenses in the NFL today. I think they have one of the best defenses in the NFL today. While that could be debatable, the Chicago Bears, if they can have just a decent enough, strong enough offense, I feel that the Chicago Bears, we could be seeing them in the Super Bowl stage next year. So my picks will be the Bears or Patriots. That's all I'm saying. So thank you, Lucas, for those questions. You remember, you can keep sending those questions all you want. It's all welcomed here. My next question comes from Sheldon Patton, also a Yahoo user here. He has 3 questions. 1. After Animania 2, do you think about making episodes in late September or early fall? Well, you guys know that we call creators do have lives. We do have personal lives that we do have to attend to. I mean, we do this for you guys. We entertain for you guys, but we do have lives and all that and stuff. So I do a lot of times try to delay you guys, and I know that you guys might not like it at times, but that's life. But when I have enough free time, I try to post the new videos. I try to post everything new for you ACW fans. So the point here is that after Animania 2, I'm going to be taking a month hiatus, like a month break from ACW. Come back probably on September or October. But I do. If you guys didn't know, I'm on the wrestling team for my high school team. Because that's going to start on late October. So I should be back on September or October. But I'll be taking a month hiatus. And then I have the draft. And, there's going to be a lot of good things coming up after Animania 2. And that kind of answers your second question. When you come back, will you have an ACW draft? Yes, we will. Third question. Drum roll, please. Brrr. Will you have a replacement for Turbo? No. I think 2 brands is enough. Excel and Impulse, they've been a mainstay. They've been a foundation for ACW. Excel, of course, started first. Impulse started later. I was trying to test with the with the 3rd brand like ECW with Turbo, but I felt that it was gonna be too much for me to endure, too much for me to do too many things. So no, it'll be 2 brands for right now. No, Turbo will not be replaced, and Turbo will not be brought back. I don't know why people will think that I'm bringing back Turbo once again, but no, that's not gonna happen. Giant Pants 5000, he was a guy that sent me a lot of questions from YouTube, and I answered some of them. When will ACW have an interactive pay-per-view where all the ACW fans can vote on the stipulations? We are been testing that. We think we can do that next year. More specifically for a pay-per-view like High Voltage, one of those brand-only pay-per-views. So an interactive pay-per-view has been worked on, and it's not out of the question. Second question for me is, when will ACW have a draft lottery, which I just answered, and when will the lottery occur, which I just answered. Will the world titles be switched or stayed on their right brands? The titles will stay on their right brands, because I feel like that just pretty much that devalues the titles. I had this little theory. I wanted to do this theory the way that the WWE could have done this title thing right now. Raw could have had a World Heavyweight title, which they have, an Intercontinental title, a secondary title, and then an exclusive title. They have the tag team division strong, so they could have the tag team titles. Over on ECW, they need since it's like a 1 hour show and not many people, they just need 2 titles. One, a heavyweight title, which would be the ECW title. 2, a exclusive title that gives ECW its recognition, which would be a hardcore title. I thought ECW could have brought back the hardcore title. For those not doing anything, they could have feuded over the hardcore title. I mean, I don't care if you put the 24/7 rule in there. I really don't care. But bring back the hardcore title. It would bring back some interest on ECW again. And on SmackDown, WWE Championship, which they have, a secondary title, the United States Championship, and a exclusive title, the women's title. Bring all your divas and women wrestlers to SmackDown and make them wrestle for the women's title. Because it's kind of getting, have you guys seen the Divas belt? That has to be one of the most disgusting belts I've ever seen in wrestling history. I mean, and yeah, we've seen the spinning belts, we've seen the smoking belt, we've seen the $1 million belt and all that, but that belt is atrocious. It looks like some sort of 99-cent thrift store belt. Like somebody just slapped a butterfly design onto an old wrinkly title belt and called it a championship. Oh my goodness. The Divas belt? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So we got 2 women championship belts here. When you could have just done it in the draft, bring all your good wrestlers from SmackDown to Raw, and then all the Divas could just manage or do interviews or be eye candy. You didn't need a second women's title. See, this is what TNA has over WWE. TNA has a strong, stable women's division, and it has a title that is very, very credible. The WWE women's title has been getting better as of late, but it has right now been a, staggering, unstable championship division. I mean, there was rumors that Ashley was going to win that title from Melina at WrestleMania last year because she was doing her Playboy thing, and that would have been a bad decision in my opinion. But the WWE Women's Division has really gone downhill after Trish and Lita left, or that they weren't being active enough in that division. And Mickie James and Katie Lee Burchill, they're just trying to bring it back up, but there's just still over those 2. Who else you got? Melina's injured. Kelly is not a wrestler, even though she has been proven. Beth Phoenix is tied in with Santino at the moment. Jillian is Jillian. So tell me what other people you have. But it's sad enough. It's really sad that the WWE just doesn't get it as to their division, because the WWE as of late has just been disappointing me, really. Like this past week's Raw, and trust me, don't get me started on that, because I got pissed off, just like every one of you guys got pissed off. But that'll be another subject for another day. If anyone emails me that question of how was this week's Raw, I will rip a new hole in it. When will ACW fight against WWE superstars, and will the ACW superstars have to the WWE superstars on SmackDown, Raw, ACW, or will WWE superstars go to Impulse? No, I don't do that kind of stuff. ACW is strictly anime championship wrestling, anime characters, anime influenced characters, all on ACW, my brand. We don't do any of that WWE stuff, because then I just feel like, that's just, ridiculous. So that's it from Giant Pants 5000. Some good questions there. Remember, again, if you got any questions, send it up to me, and I can be answering them. Um. Okay, I'm looking for another question because I gotta get through this quick. I gotta do some news. All right. Okay. Black Ninja 93 sent me a message from YouTube. Hey Hakeem, I'm a long time fan of ACW since the shaky camera days. Wow, I can't believe I still have a few of those fans left. I have a few questions to ask you. If WWE was able to sign Mystico from CMLL, yeah, do you think he would fuel Rey Mysterio? Mystico, I think Mystico should get some mainstream recognition. I think he would be more suited though in TNA because if Mystico went to the WWE, I can guarantee you they'll put him in Florida Championship Wrestling, make him learn the WWE style. All his aura and stigma will be gone from what he's been remembered for now that he's in the WWE, and he'll just be another stereotypical luchador Mexican wrestler that gets squashed by Snitsky and Mike Knox. I don't see a feud with Rey Mysterio unless they really try, which they won't. Let's see. Why do you think some African Americans do deathmatch wrestling? I think it's pretty cool and very entertaining. What are your thoughts? Okay. And P.S. I'm also African American. Haha, my brother. Let me just tell you right now. I'm not a big fan of deathmatch wrestling. I think that it puts the wrestlers at risk of death. It's nothing more than spot fast. There's no wrestling into it. There's just no bear going through all that stuff. Backyard wrestling needs to die. It really backyard wrestling needs to go away. There's a reason why there's professional wrestlers, and there's a reason why there are no non-professional wrestlers. Backyard wrestling is one of the most lowest forms of wrestling that I've ever seen. Quote me on that. Deathmatch wrestling, I've seen the Terry Funk matches and the Cactus Jack matches, the Sabu matches, the Dick Togo matches. I've seen those matches, but it's just when you watch it and you look at it, it's like, why would they do that? What's the point? Why? I mean, sure for the money, but at the risk of your health? Are you kidding me? Wow. So deathmatch wrestling is not really one of my favorite wrestling forms. Inuyasha Fan 523 on YouTube gives me questions. Do you ever think about using managers in the game? When they come around. I've had managers like, Sokka was a manager, Raven and Starfire back in the old days of ACW. The managers, I like to use the characters more than the managers because the characters should be able to express themselves. They don't need somebody else to do it. But, I can see myself using managers in the game, so don't rule that out, but don't make it too often in your mind. And in the draft, I know the superstars of Turbo will be handpicked, but will the Excel and Impulse draftees be handpicked or be random picks? That's a good question right there. Yes, the Turbo wrestlers will be put in a pool, if you will, a draft pool, and Excel and Impulse will pick 6 superstars from the defunct Turbo brand and put them in their brand. For the Excel and Impulse, here's how it's gonna go. I'm thinking about it. You guys can vote on it if you want, but I'm thinking about 2 things. I could go the WWE way as just 2 people Excel and like 2 people wrestle. The winning brand gets to collect their brand or whatever. But then you think, well, what if all the Impulse wrestlers win? No pick for Excel. So I'm thinking maybe just to do a simple draft, like the first ever draft between Ric Flair and Vince McMahon. Just pick a draft member. Pick a draft pick and make him wrestle a match to get influence with the Excel superstar. So I guess I'm thinking about doing that. My man. TCDOOs112 at AOL.com sends me some little bit of comments and questions altogether. So he said, you called it. Shelton Benjamin became the United States Champion at the Great American Bash. Also, the Miz and John Morrison are no longer the WWE Tag Team Champions. Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder are the new champions. And Shelton Benjamin, I marked out when he won the U.S. title. Hopefully he gets pushed like he did in his Intercontinental run, which was superb. As for Miz and John Morrison, I would like them to hold it maybe a month or 2 longer, but I can understand. Maybe the tag team has run its course. Maybe they're trying to make John Morrison back to his main event status while Miz becomes an upper mid-carder or whatever. Hawkins and Ryder, I was kind of shocked, but you know what? It's good for them. They've came a long way from being the major brothers onto Edge's lackeys, and I feel that would just build up Edge's group a little bit more. So now he has questions. What do you think of the new design of the ACW Championship? Okay, I'm going on a rant here. It's not going to be long, but it won't be short. To all you fans that are saying that ECW is now dead, ECW has been dead. The minute Vince McMahon touched it, the minute Vince McMahon announced One Night Stand, it's been dead. The truth of the matter is, ECW, the old ECW, the beer swelling Sandman, the high flying RVD, the homicidal suicidal Sabu, the high flying death matches, the technical aspect of it, that is gone. ECW of old is dead and gone, and it's not coming back. And trust me, and let me tell you something. I never watched much of ECW back in my days. I've seen maybe a few pay-per-views of them, but I was never a big fan. ECW will not come back. The only old reminiscent of ECW is Tommy Dreamer, and he just got squashed by Mark Henry at the Great American Bash. So I feel that ECW needed a new title change because this now signifies this is the new face of ECW. This is the new brand of ECW. This is what ECW is going to be. If you want to watch the old ECW, watch your old DVDs, the old pay-per-views from internets or something, or watch the One Night Stand, the first One Night Stand, not the second one. But ECW is gone. It's not coming back. Quit wishing that Paul Heyman should come back and make it old again. It's not going to happen. And especially since the WWE has now made all of their non-pay-per-view and their television shows now rated PG. Can you believe that? ECW, Extreme Championship Wrestling, has been labeled TV PG. TV PG. I was kind of skeptical that it was TV 14 at first. It should have been TVMA. But TV PG on ECW, you might as well call ECW now Entertainment Championship Wrestling, because that's all it is now. Don't try to sell the ECW name of old by just trying to make a couple of bucks off it, because that's what Vince is doing. He's just trying to get all these ECW memorabilia to get bucks to the WWE bankroll. ECW is dead. To you old fans of ECW, it is dead. It is not coming back. Paul Heyman can whine and moan about it all he wants. RVD can whine and moan about it all he wants. Sandman, Sabu, Ian Rotten, Balls Mahoney, Raven, they can all whine that ECW is just being blah. But they have to understand this isn't the ECW they know. This is a Vince McMahon money-produced WWE CW. Oh, as for the new design, that was the end of my rant. The new design for the ECW Championship, I like it because, it signifies now this is the new face. It signifies that Mark Henry is the new face of ECW. Who saw that coming? I'm okay with it. The belt looks credible. It's silver. To those that are saying, well, they just made ECW a third brand now because now it's silver. It's not even gold. That makes no sense whatsoever. So that thing is debunked. So yeah, I'm okay with the new design of ECW. So all you fans, ECW is not coming back. If you guys don't like the new ECW, then don't watch it. That's all I'm saying. Second question: what is your thought on Vicky Guerrero bringing back The Undertaker in the Hell in a Cell match at SummerSlam between him and Edge? Yes, we all saw this coming after what Edge did last Friday on SmackDown. I could see it now. I was like, oh, now I know Vicky's gonna get all angry on this whole situation, and she's gonna get so angry she's gonna bring back The Undertaker. I knew it. We all saw it coming for some of you guys. The problem though is that now Edge and Taker have to have a match again, which I've liked their match so far. The WrestleMania match they had was one of my favorite matches of the year as of right now. They're having a match at SummerSlam, and we're about maybe 2 or 3 weeks away. They have to build this up now. I mean, they can go back on the old, but now they have to build this up to Vicky Guerrero bringing back the Edge. Now they gotta go after what they have to do. Here's my problem with this. It's a Hell in a Cell match. I know you guys. I know it's cool and all, but I know most of you guys can bear with me on this. We are sick of Hell in a Cell. I am sick of Hell in a Cause I I think last year or 2 years ago we had like 4 Hell in a Cells. We had like DX against McMahon and Big Show in a Hell in a Cell match, which made no sense. We had you know Orton versus Undertaker in a Hell in a Cell match when Orton got completely squashed. Um, what else? I think we even had a Hell in a Cell match on a Raw show, or it could have been a cage. I could be wrong, but nonetheless, I'm sick of Hell in a Cell. If they were to do something like I don't know, Last Man Standing or I Quit, or a match we haven't seen in a while, then I would be fine with it. But it seems like Hell in a Cell's been beaten down to death, just like Ultimate X on TNA, beaten down to death. Give us a break from Hell in a Cell. Make a Hell in a Cell match maybe 1 or 2 times a year. You don't have to do it 4 or 5 times a year. We get it. Hell in a Cell, brutal, sadistic, destroying. We get it. But I will give benefit of the doubt. I'll give it. Undertaker and Edge are great workers. They have a great feud. Hopefully they make this Hell in a Cell entertaining. Because the last time I was entertained with the Hell in a Cell match was Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker when Brock Lesnar beat The Undertaker. That was pretty much the last time I was excited for any Hell in a Cell match. And that was like in 2003. So you do the math. That's been 5 years since I haven't been entertained by a Hell in a Cell. Of course, my favorite Hell in a Cell match will always be Undertaker versus Mankind. And your third question was, what's your thought on ECW's new superstar initiative? I'm hoping you're talking about ECW's new superstar approach. The new superstars. I said it last time on the newscast. WWE looks to be doing a new generation now. They looks to be giving the new generation a chance. CM Punk's the World Heavyweight Champion on Raw. Kofi Kingston's the Intercontinental Champion. Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase Jr. are the World Tag Team Champions. Mickie James is the Women's Champion. ECW, well, Mark Henry, Okay, that Mark Henry's the ECW Champion. But I do like the ECW stars. You got Evan Bourne, which, by the way, is one of the tightest wrestlers I've seen right now. Evan Bourne is just amazing. He's getting over. He deserves the push. So, Evan Bourne looks to be feuding with Chavo Guerrero, which can give him heat, as Chavo's with Edge and all that. So, Evan Bourne is a good wrestler. This guy named Ricky Ortiz, who looks like Carlito's older brother, I wasn't impressed. He lacks skill, and his charisma's not even that good, as some of you guys are saying. His charisma's not even that good. Last week's ECW, he was all acting like a punk, like a douchebag. You know what I'm saying? He's like, oh well, I had one win. That makes me undefeated. That means nobody can touch me. That means I can get all this publicity and blah blah blah. He just came out as an a-hole, to be honest with you. And I'm starting to hate that trend. Like, somebody has one win, I'm undefeated. Yeah, okay. When you get to Goldberg undefeated terms, then talk to me. When you get to Umaga undefeated terms, talk to me. Samoa Joe undefeated terms, talk to me. Who else? We saw Chris Harris, who's now I forgot his name even. Chris Harris looks to be fatter than ever. I think James Storm benefited more than Chris Harris because James Storm was a sleeper. Now he's like beer money with Robert Roode and Jacqueline. I think James Storm has been a successful story in terms of getting over. So, Chris Harris, he is what he is. So I'm liking the new superstar initiative. I like the new surge of new superstars. Oh, he gave me a minor nitpick. In TNA, the Dudley Boys are known as Team 3D. Oh, I know that. By the way, Team 3D need to go away too. Brother Ray has been entertaining, I will say that, but I think the time has come. I think their time has really come, and I'm just waiting for them to leave. But that's for another day. Final question from King G7. Hey, yo, what's good? I watch your show ACW, but I was wondering if you can help me because I wanted to make my own wrestling thing with my own characters, not cars. But can you tell me how to make the screen perfect? Basically, you just get a capture card or a TV tuner. You go to Best Buy or Circuit City or the place that I went to get my card, Fry's Electronics, because they have pretty much all the good stuff there. That's where I got my code breaker, my memory card, and the microphone that I'm using to speak to you. And, yeah, so go to one of those stores, ask for a capture card. They will, give you or explain to you or which ones are the best, which ones to recommend for your type of computer. And then you just rip open the box when you buy it. Don't do it before you buy it. And read the directions, and there you go. You should be set for a capture card. And then just connect the PS2 or Xbox or Wii or whatever game system you have. Connect the red, white, and red jacks onto the capture card, and you should be good. Okay, well, thanks for the questions, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, if you guys want to send me questions, anything ACW related, CAR related, WWE related, TNA related, Ring of Honor related, Indie related, Japan related, Mexican related, sports, politics, music, movies, television, anything, anywhere else, just ask me the question and I will answer them. Ladies and gentlemen, I might be just doing another newscast this week. I didn't get to do a newscast last week. I might just do a second bonus newscast for you this week. So send those questions vastly and quickly. Now we're going to get on to ACW news on this newscast. Now, there's 4 big anime wrestling promotions: ACW, Pride AC, PAWL, and RCWF. Those are the big 4 anime wrestling promotions. RCWF has just came up with an idea for the King of the Anime tournaments. Basically, it would be a 4-way match. Each of the 4 would represent the best from the brand. So what I'm doing is a tournament. I'm doing an 8-man tournament. They're going to be Excel wrestlers. All 8 matches. Blah, blah, blah. All 8 superstars will be in a tournament. The winner of the tournament will represent ACW in the ultimate match for the King of the Anime between the promotions. It should be. I'll admit I was skeptical of doing the tournament at first because we have Animated 2, the draft, and then the return of ACW when I'm done with the thing. But I thought about it and I was like, this could be a good opportunity to get some new ACW fans, do a little no DQ World Cup thing. I'll set my, the 8 superstars will be the following: Sagat, Ryu, Aang, Zuko, Rock Lee, Ken Masters, Mugen, and Sasuke Uchiha. Now the matches will be as followed. Round 1, which would be A. Ryu will go one-on-one against Ken Masters. That will be a classic match. Round 1 for B. Sasuke Uchiha will face Aang. Round 1 of C. Sagat will face Rock Lee. And round 1 of D. Mugen versus Zuko. Now, the winner of A will face the winner of B. And the winner of C will face the winner of D in the round 2, which will be the semifinals. And then finally would be round 3, the finals. The winner of the first semifinals match will face the winner of the second semifinals match. And then the winner of that round 3 will represent ACW in the ultimate match between PAWL, RCWF, Pride ACW, and ACW. So, all you ACW fans, just cheer us on for that match. But as of right now, that tournament. And also, I'm thinking of doing the tournament. I said it on the website that I would do the tournament before Animated 2, but now I'm gonna change it. Now I'm gonna make the King of the Anime tournament after Animated 2. Just to give you guys something to watch. After we take our hiatus, right? So after our hiatus, during our hiatus, you're gonna be watching the draft and the King of the Anime tournament. So you still got ACW in you, So yeah, there you go. There's also a rumor that Goku wants to get back in the ring, but ACW management, like myself, we're kind of skeptical of Goku getting back because we kind of feel that Goku's time has passed, past his prime. He'll be the center of attraction, attracting us from superstars. Could you imagine if we had put in Goku and Vegeta wrestling? They would have attracted people like Edward Elric, Moroku the Monk, Gaara, all these superstars that we brought up that you would never expect would be in the main event. Haru Glory. They would be the Triple H's and Shawn Michaels of the wrestling right now. So that's why I'm kind of skeptical of it. Also, ACW is trying to make plans of doing a Naruto vs. Sasuke match at Animania 3. Ladies and gentlemen, you have not seen the match yet. We were going to do it this year, but due to some drawbacks, we couldn't be able to do it this year. You could see it next year. And gee, do we have a draft after Animania 2? Could one of them? I don't know. This could be a Rock Austin situation. It could be a Cena Batista situation. It could be a Hogan Andre situation. Naruto versus Sasuke one more time. Can you imagine how much that would draw? So yeah, that is on the table. Well, let's see what else news news I got on my paper right here. Oh yeah, ACW Excel will be posted this week. And also we hopefully want Impulse to be posted this week as well, and then Animania 2 will be posted hopefully next week or the following week, meaning it'll be posted on August, and then finally I take my hiatus. You people leave me alone, and that would be that. That would be that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's go over the Animania card. You know the Animania card. There's Animania cards so far. Okay. First off, it will be Beast Boy going one-on-one against Naruto Uzumaki and Edward Elric in a triple threat match for the ACW Impulse Championship. Beast Boy coming in as the challenger. Beast Boy coming in as the champion. Naruto Uzumaki coming in as the challenger. Edward Elric coming in as the wild card. Now, I know people are complaining, gee, another Impulse triple threat championship match? I don't know, how did they do it? So people are seeing Beast Boy coming in as the champion, Naruto coming in as the favorite because he has been a former Impulse champion, and Edward Elric coming in as the wild card. He can change the whole match in an instant. So, you know. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I forgot. If you guys have any predictions, on what's going to happen on Animania, who's going to win which match, then send them to me and I'll, post a response here. Okay? ACW Excel Championship on the line. Moroku the Monk will face Haru Glory. Haru Glory looking to get back that title from Moroku the Monk. Haru won the 19-man over the top rope this year in the Excel Royal Rumble and looks to face Moroku the Monk, his arch rival, for the Excel Championship. ACW Turbo Championship. You forgot, didn't you? Kazuki will face Momochi Zabuza and Kyo. Momochi Zabuza coming in the match as the champion in the final ACW Turbo match for the ACW Turbo Championship. The Turbo Championship will be retired after the match. And I'm thinking about putting another stipulation there, but you have to wait and see. But yes, this match will take place on the SmackDown vs. Raw 2008 format. You're welcome. This was just announced maybe last week, but it'll be for the ACW Intercontinental Championship. Sasuke Uchiha goes one-on-one against the Intercontinental Champion Mugen. Mugen won that belt at Animania, the first Animania last year, for the Intercontinental Championship. Can he regain it this year, or will Sasuke Uchiha defeat Mugen and kind of solidify Gamma? Because if Moroku can retain the belt and Sasuke win this belt, that means Gamma controls 50% of the titles on Excel, the Intercontinental Championship and the Excel Championship. For the Excel Tag Team Championships, it will be the Street Fighters, Dan Hibiki, Mr. MVP versus Ken Masters. You see what I did? I almost said Chris Masters, but that guy's been gone. They will go one-on-one against Rock Lee and Neji Hyuga of Team Guy for the vacant and newly crowned ACW Excel Tag Team Championships. This could be a great match, and we'll find out for the first time who will be our first ever Excel Tag Team Champions. For the Impulse side, the Impulse Tag Team Championships will be decided as the champions, the White Tigers, Raycon and Raichao, go one-on-one against Earthbound's Ness and Lucas. Ness and Lucas won a contendership spot a few episodes ago on Impulse, and they will be the challengers, the forefront challengers against the champions Ray and Rai. Can the Earthbounders, the rookies of ACW, beat the White Tigers? That'll be unknown. Excel Road to Destiny match. This is a big match right here. You got 4 of the top ACW Excel superstars in this Road to Destiny match. Zuko, Gaara, Aang, Akuma. Can you believe that? Let me read that again. Zuko, Gaara, Aang, Akuma. That's 4 big Excel names. They'll be fighting for that Road to Destiny championship. The winner of this match will have a guaranteed shot of facing the Excel champion at any time, anywhere, any place. Even if the Excel champion has a #1 contender, the Road to Destiny champion will have guaranteed like VIP access to face the champ. So it's anybody's game here. Ryoma Echizen will defend his Cruiserweight Championship as he faces Joe Higashi, Ultraman Tigger, a returning Dennis, Chaozu, and one more person. One more person that Goku will not reveal until next week's episode of Impulse. Can you believe that? I can't wait for that. And plus, on the situation of the ACW Impulse Road to Destiny match, it'll be right now, as we know right now, Cyborg and Gohan. Goku was impressed with their match from the Impulse after Royal Rumble, and just put those two in automatically. And then just recently, Speedy qualified to get in the match as well. So we have one more match that will be next week announced. I believe it's Monkey D. Luffy versus Morona Zoro. That'll be a great match. The winner of that match will be the final participant in the Impulse Road to Destiny match. And Animania 2 will also celebrate the legends of anime, as we currently right now know that in the 2008 Hall of Fame, we have Speed Racer, the first inductee announced, and then the second inductee, Sonic the Hedgehog. Ladies and gentlemen, these are two legends that have, made an impact in anime, whether in video games, whether in television, whether in the media, or whether in the general population overall. They did make an impact. We have two more anime Hall of Fame anime inductees. And I think I know the third person. I got an insider's note that I know who the third person is. Yeah, and guess what? You'll be surprised. Trust me, you'll be surprised who the third one is, because you won't see it coming. You won't see it coming. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was it for our 5th newscast. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, you can send your questions and comments towards my YouTube channel. Just PM me, private message me on my YouTube channel. Do not post questions or comments for the newscast on my comment box. If you post them there, I will not answer them. I will not. I won't answer them. Period. So, and also, if you can't reach there, you can also email me at AfricanWarrior15@yahoo.com, as you'll see on the video here. So, reach me at my YouTube channel. PM me. Don't comment me, or you can go to my Yahoo email and email me a question there. As always, I do it for you guys. I do it for the fans here. It's been 2 years since this thing has started, and we're still going strong. We are the #1 anime wrestling promotion out there. Nobody can say that other than ACW, and we thank you, the fans, for making that happen. I mean, we had the shaky camera era, as someone mentioned earlier. We had the shaky camera days. People, started thinking, I'm done watching this. But some of you guys stood and held on. You guys stuck with us, and in the end, we got better, we got stronger, and we got bigger, and now we are a pretty much known entity. So, thank you guys for making ACW big. I always be saying that every time, but I just credit you guys for making us big. So just thank you guys, and remember, send a question or comment to one of those two, as I mentioned, and I'll answer them. I'll answer most of them. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have at least one more episode of Excel and one more episode of Impulse until the biggest night in anime wrestling history comes forth. It's the ACW Animania 2 pay-click review event. Woo, you're going to like this Animania. We got a lot of matches. We're going to have a performance from some unknown band or singer or whatever. I got to get those finalized. I got a lot of considerations. Don't look at me. Come on now. I got a lot of considerations. Well, anyways, thank you guys for joining us for this newscast number 5. I'm Hakeem Johnson, signing off from ACW Newscast. And remember, stay cool. Stay cool.